Hello guys, welcome to this video. So I'll continue with the database aspect of paper 2 Edexcel ICT May 2023. Okay, so let's begin. Task A2. Lucian has collected information about holidays booked with the company. She has saved the information in the database holidays, right? The database has three tables. The Canal table includes information about the Canal holiday routes. The structure of the Canal table is as follows. So this table. By the way, in our data file, we have the Canal database here. Okay, so let's be mindful of that. So the next one will be the guest. So the next table will be the guest table, includes information about the guests who have booked the holidays. Okay, the structure of the guest table is as follows down here. Okay, so the next one will be the booking table, includes information about the holidays and the guests who have booked the holidays. The structure is also below, right? Okay, so let's go to the main task. Okay, so which is Lucian wants to use a form to add extra guests to the guest table, right? So open the holidays database, open the guest table. Okay, so let me go and open the holiday database here. So you can double click on it and then open that. Close this, and then of course I'll open the guest table, which yeah, and then C will have the guest ID, we'll have the title, last name, then we'll have postcode and all whatnot. Okay, all right. So let's see the next instruction. A2A, create a form for the guest table. The form must be set as tabular format, and include a header with this. Okay, all this. So let's go ahead first of all to create the form, right? So what I'm going to do, so create a form for the guest table. Okay, so we're going to use a guest table to create that form, right? And the form must be set as tabular format. Okay, so let's go ahead to do that. Oh, sorry. So you want to go ahead. So let me just close this guest. Did I make any changes? No. Let me just remove that. Okay. So I want to go to create. This time around, I'm going to go to form. Okay, I'll go to form design. Okay, sorry, not form design. What am I doing? Create a form wizard, please. You want to use form wizard. So as you can see, you have to select the table from here. Okay, let's be sure. So it has to be on guests, right? So you want to move everything to the right here and then next. Now, you have to be careful here. The question says that it has to be set to tabular format. Okay, so you want to click on tabular here and then next. What other thing here? I don't think there's any other thing. Let's see. Okay, so um, so let's finish up and then so it has to be, so the form is going to be, so you can see the form down here, it is now guest, right? So let's see the other instructions right there. Okay, so be set as tabular. Okay, I think we've, so this is already done. Okay, include a header with the height set to 2 centimeter. Okay, so you want to go back, you want to go to your design view, you want to just click on the header here once. So this is the form header. Okay, you want to click on property sheet. From property sheet here, you want to go to height. So as you can see, the height is actually 1.81 cm, which is approximately 2 cm, but the question says that it has to be 2 cm, so you want to have 2 cm there. Okay, and then you want to click enter, and then that will make the header to be at least the header here to be 2 cm. Okay, okay, so we're done with this. So a dark background, so you want to have a dark background for the header. Okay, so include a header with okay 2 cm and then dark background. So let's go ahead to give it dark background. So you want to make sure you click on it again, and then you want to go to all. let's go to back color here. As you can see, back color here. You want to click on it and then give it something like is it dark? Let me see the okay, dark background here. So you want to just give it something like, oh sorry, click on this three dots here. Something dark would be, let me just give it something like dark black or something like gray, dark gray or something like that. Or maybe, okay, let me just give it a dark blue, something like that. Okay, so this will serve for us for that. Okay, all right. So just any shade of dark, dark red, dark anything is fine. Okay, it's fine. So field names in a white font. Okay, the field name has to be in white font. Okay, so you want to also go back there. So all these field names here, all of them have to be in white font. So what I'm going to do is select everything here. Make sure everything is selected. You want to, this time around, let me just use the format to have the font to be white. So I'm going to make all the fonts to be white right there. Okay, so that is done. So field names in white white font. Okay, so everything has to be on the header, right? The heading new guest data entry form on one line. Okay, so all this has to be in the header, right? So you want to copy that. You want to go to the header. So I want to remove this guest here. I want to have paste the text there. So everything has to be in one line. So you want to make sure that you shape everything to be in one line. So you want to just bring this up a notch. Make sure the label is contained within okay, what's it called, within the the header. Okay, so this header now, let's be sure that the height is still, see that the height has changed to 4 cm. Okay, because of how I pasted the the text. So you want to make sure you take it back to 2 cm. Okay, enter. So make sure it is still 2 cm. Okay, so I'm supposed to have adjusted this label okay, before, or the text box before doing that, but I just pasted. So that's why the header got adjusted. Okay, so but it's fine now. All right, so you can, when you, as you're doing it, you can actually go to the form view to see what you're doing. As you can see, everything is okay in the form view. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, so that's for that. So I think this is settled. This is done. Okay, so display the font color of the heading as white, which we did. Not display the borders on any of the field names. Display the font color of the heading as white. Okay, so I think we've done that because the font color is already white. Okay, so but this next one is include the header with not display the borders on any of the field names. Okay, so any of the, so when you go back to a database, so when we go to font view, you see that the fields they all have some form of border right in here. So we want to make sure that all the fields don't have any border around them. Okay, so what we're going to do is what I'm going to do is actually go back to my database. Of course, I've got select everything here, so select everything, and of course go to format. I want to go to shape outline here. Shape outline, I will say transparent. Okay, I'll make sure it's transparent. The shape outline is transparent. Okay, so obviously from border style here, you can actually set it to transparent from this side. Okay, oh, now it changes to solid. I don't want solid actually. I can set it to transparent. So you can do the same thing here. Okay, so either you do it from shape outline or you can do it from border style here. So any one of them, it is fine. Okay, so if you go back to your form view, you see that none of them has any outline, none of the fields. Okay, so that's fine. So let's see. I cannot display the borders on the borders okay on any of the field names. Okay, so that is done. Okay, so be customized to ensure the heading field names and the data are not truncated. Okay, so what it means truncated, you don't want any label or data to be probably missing or covered or something like that. So you want to make sure that everything is cool. So let's see. Let's check our form and see that everything, excuse me, no data is truncated, right? I don't think anything, there's no truncation anywhere. Okay, so all our data, everything is showing pretty well. So there's no truncation. All right. Okay. So I think that's it. So let's see. Save the form as guests underscore form, right? So let me just copy that. So what I'm going to do to be able to achieve this will be to save my changes here. When I save the changes here, so before I can go to the left here to change the name, I can right click. So before you do that, you have to close that form and then go to rename. So I want to give it this name, guest form. Okay, you can actually do this at the time you're creating the form, but I just decided not to do it. So I can also show you that you can do it even after creating the form. Okay, so we've saved the form as a guest underscore form. All right, so this is sorted out. Okay, so the next one, take a screenshot of your form in design view that shows you have set the heading height to 2 cm. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is, for me, let me see, this question is question A to A, right? So what you want to do, you want to go back to your design, you want to open your form and then go to design view. What you want to do is to make sure that your property sheet is showing, right? So it is important that you actually let me go to format. Format, is it there? Okay, let me just leave it at all. So what I want to do here is to click on, if you click on the header, right, you will see that the header is 2 cm. So be careful with the question, because the question says that you should be able to screenshot your form in design view that shows you have set the heading height to 2 cm. So what I'm going to do here is to use my snipping tool. You want to screenshot here from the guest form. You want to make sure that the guest form is showing, and then you want to make sure that you get the height, so that it shows that you actually set the height to 2 cm. So you want to get everything from this property information or sheet here, right? So I want to copy that and then go to my evidence, evidence A to A. So you want to just paste right there. Okay, so that's fine, right? So paste the screenshot into document evidence. Okay, which we've done. Take a screenshot of your form, sorry, yeah, of your form in the form view that shows you have not displayed the borders on any of the field names. Okay, paste the screenshot into your document, into your document evidence, receive evidence. Okay, so we can actually go back and then go to the form view. Okay, so the only thing I'm going to do is simply to actually take a screenshot. I'm going to take a screenshot just simply of this area, just an area to, convince the examiner that, okay, the fields don't have any border, right? So anywhere could serve, just to show that you actually did the work, right? So I'm just going to go down here, enter, and then paste right there. Okay, so that is it for this. Okay, so everything here, we've been able to achieve everything here. So let's go to the next question, which is A to B. So Lucian wants a list of Canal holidays that have been booked for September 2023, fewer than 40 lots, been booked for 3 nights. Okay, create a query on the Canal and booking tables to produce this. Okay, so let's produce a query that will produce all these conditions. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'll go back to my database. I'll close this form, and then I will go to create, and then of course I will go to let me go to query design here. So let me just close this part. So the tables I want to use to create this query will be Canal and Booking. So I'm going to just double click on Canal and then double click on Booking. You can see that there's already a relationship created for us here, right? So let's see. Okay, so let's actually have all our data in here. So double click on all of them. Booking ID, this. I think I've got a Canal ID already, so I'm going to have everything in here because we're going to use field from both tables, right? So because create a query on the Canal and the Booking tables to produce the list. Okay. So we have to a list of the want to produce a list of the Canal holiday that have been booked for September. Okay. So you want to go to for September. What do we have? So we're going to go to, first of all, let's see our query. So September will be the holiday date here. Okay. So holiday date for September. So let's go ahead. Holiday date, where are you? Okay, here. So we're going to have holiday date for September. So you want to have between, want to use between 01/09. So 01, of course, first September. 09 represent the September month, right? Slash 2023. So let's see. And so you want to have all bookings on September. So and 30th. So you have to know that September ends in 30th /09, which represents September month, September, and then 2023, right? So we can okay that and then run that. Okay, so you can see that we have only September 2023 here. Okay, so that's what the question says. Okay, been booked for September 2023, right? So we've been able to achieve that. Okay, so even if you don't know, oh, you can't remember if September ends in 30 or 31, you can actually use your computer's date here, and then you can get that, so know where it stops. So you can use between 1st September and 30th September, right? Okay, so that's what we did here to be able to get that, right? So the next thing that we want to do is fewer than 40 logs. Okay, fewer than 40 logs. So where is the logs here? Number of logs, yes, that's number of logs. Fewer than 40 logs, that's less than 40. So we're going to have less than 40 right there, less than 40, and then we can run our query one more time. So as you can see, where's logs? Where are you? So let's see. So number of logs here, as you can see, they are all less than 40, right? Okay, so let's look at the other condition. Been booked for 3 nights. Okay, holiday that have been booked for 3 nights. Okay, so you want to go back, holiday length. So we're going to make sure that what we have is only 3 nights for each record here. Okay, so you want to go back to your query view or design view. Sorry. So you want to set the holiday length in night. Want to set it to 3. Okay, and then run it. Okay, so we're going to have the length to be 3, so everything will be eliminated. Okay, so we're having about 3 records here. Okay, so I think we've done that using the Canal and the Booking tables to produce the list, right? Okay, so the next thing is that the question says save the query as September query, right? September underscore query. So I'm going to copy that, go back to that query, and then I'll go to save and then give it the name here, September query, and then I'll okay that. Okay, so that's for that. So take a screenshot of the query design, paste the screenshot into the document evidence, and receive the evidence. Okay, so this is A to B. So we're going to go right there. Let's go to design view. So what I'm going to do here, I want to actually adjust this to come up a notch. because I want to take a screenshot both of the tables here, and of course the um, fields down here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I will just take a screenshot of both, showing September name actually. Yeah, so I'm going to just take everything here just to be sure that I get everything the examiner will need. Okay, so I'll go to my evidence, I'll paste this right there. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, so take a screenshot of the query design. Okay, paste it. Okay, so which means we've been able to achieve everything here. All right, we've been able to achieve everything right here. So I'm going to select that. So the list must show only these fields in this order. Okay, canal ID first, journey name. So let's arrange our fields. Okay, canal ID is the first. Where's canal ID here? Canal ID is not here. Okay, no, it should be somewhere. Okay, so the canal ID is actually the first, right? So canal ID in this order. So the next one will be the what? The journey name. Yeah, journey name and holiday date. So holiday date is here. What I'm going to do, once you see this arrow here, click on it and then drag. After the journey name, you have holiday date. So you drag it to that point. Okay. Okay, so let's see. After holiday date, we have a number of locks and distance. Okay, number of locks. Number of locks here. So I want to drag it in between here, and then after that I have distance. Okay, so what the question is saying is that the list must show only these fields. But of course, if you go back, one of the mistakes I made, I just noticed something right here. When I was actually screenshotting this, I did not make sure that my criteria here shows. So whenever you're taking a screenshot, make sure all your criteria show. So this criteria is supposed to actually show in your screenshot. I remember that, but of course you can go ahead to do that, right? Okay, so just a side note. Okay, so you can actually close this too, just to make sure everything shows when you're taking the screenshot. That's fine. Okay, so we're able to arrange the data in such a way that we have the order that is stated in the question. So the next thing is be sorted in descending order of holiday dates. Okay, what is holiday date? This holiday date. So descending. So I want to go to the sort row here. Want to click on descending here. Okay, so that's fine. And then obviously there are a couple of fields that we don't need. After distance, we don't need time. We don't need booking ID. We don't need guest ID. We don't need these ones. Okay, so that when we run our query, the only thing we want to see is actually the canal ID, journey name, holiday dates, number of locks, and distance. Okay, so and that is how it's supposed to be. Okay, from the question. So we've been able to sort also in descending order of descending order of holiday, right? Okay, so display the ordered and sorted result of the query. Okay, so let's go ahead to display it as a matter of fact. So we want to get to the design view. So we've been able to display everything here, right? And then the next question will be take a screenshot of the result, paste the screenshot into document evidence, receive evidence. Okay, so you want to go back to your query design. So I like to bring it up a notch. Okay, so I will take a screenshot of everything here. So from here, from the query name to the table and then to the field, right? So these are the only parts that are needed, making sure that all your descending order, your sorting level, and then even your criteria, everything is showing pretty well. And then you're going to take a screenshot of that, copy that, right? So you want to go to your evidence. So this evidence, what number is it? Okay, still A2B. So I'm still here. So I'm going to click here, enter, and then paste. Okay, so that shows everything. Okay, all right, so that's for that. So let's see the next one. We're able to do handle everything here. Okay, So let's highlight that just to make sure that we don't get things mixed up. Okay, so that is it. So task A to C, Lucian wants a list of guests who have booked a certain holiday. The list must include the guests who have booked a holiday with a Canal ID of 1. Show only these fields in this order. Okay, so we're going to show the fields in this order. Sort the results so they show the earliest holiday booking first. Okay, the earliest holiday booking first. Okay, create a query on the booking and guest tables to find the information. Okay, so let's first of all create a query to get all this information above here, right? So let's go ahead. So we're going to create another query again. So let me save my changes here, and then I'm going to close this. Okay, so I'll go to create and then go to query design here. So the query will be based on booking booking and guests table. Okay, so let me just go ahead, booking and then guest. All right, so you want to adjust here just to make sure that all the data, all the fields are showing pretty well. Okay, good. So let's see. So what I'm going to do here is, first of all, I'm going to select this the fields in this order. So the first one will be guest ID and title. So let's see. Guest ID, I will double click on it. Title is here, I will double click on that, and then that goes in. After title, last name, date of birth. So let's see, last name. Okay, date of birth, double click on that. So after date of birth, I have holiday date. Okay, holiday date is here. So everything, I've put all the fields right there. Okay, so this one done. Okay, so include the guests who have booked a holiday with a Canal ID of 1. Okay, so under Canal ID, let's see. Canal ID, is there any Canal ID here? So we're going to need Canal ID for our filtering of the query. Okay, so I'm going to add Canal ID. So I'm going to just double click on Canal ID. So I want to make sure that I use it to filter my table. I'll have under the criteria, under the criteria here, I'm going to have just 1. Okay, so by the time we run this, you will see that Canal ID will be 1 here. But obviously, we don't need Canal ID. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to uncheck it and then run it again. So this is actually what we need, right? So we're going to have about 3 records here. All right, so that's for this. So this, we sorted this out. Okay, so the next one is sort the results so they show the earliest holiday booking first. Okay, so we're going to sort this in ascending order. Okay, so earliest holiday booking. So let's look at the table and see the earliest holiday. So holiday dates. So we're going to look at this in this form. So we're going to make sure that the July or something, July 6th July comes first, followed by 15th July, yeah, and then 5th August, something like that. Okay, so earliest booking first, right? So we want to go under the holiday date right there, and then you want to have ascending order. You want to sort it in ascending order, and then by the time we apply that, you see that 6th July comes first, and then followed by 15th July, and then of course August. Okay, so we are in order with that. Okay, so sort the results so they show the earliest holiday booking. Okay, so that is settled. Okay, good. So create a query. Okay, so we've been able to create a query tables to find the information. So we've been able to find all the information that we need. So the question says we should save the query as Canal 1 query. Okay, so I'm going to just copy that. Of course, when you're writing an examination, you're not going to be copying, you're going to be writing actually. Okay, so we can save our query and then call it Canal 1 and then save that, right? So I can close everything here and then behold the next question. So I think everything here we've been able to achieve at least this part. So let's go to the next part. So Lucian wants to produce a database report based on the result from the Canal 1 underscore query, right? Create a database report to display the results. Okay, good. So the database report must be in columnar format. Okay, so this is important. Columnar format. Show all the data left aligned. Have a suitable title in the sans serif font. Okay, include the logo you created. Okay, so let's do this one after another. Okay, show only the required field, which we've been able to make sure that in the query that we showed the required field. So to me, this is actually settled. Okay, so what we're going to do now is to go ahead to create a query report to display the result based on Canal 1. Okay, so let's go, sorry, not a query but a report, please. Okay, so let's go ahead. We want to Canal 1, this is Canal 1 here. So you want to go to create, you want to go to report wizard this time around, and then make sure you select from the table Canal 1. It has to be based on Canal 1, so you want to push the fields to the right, and then next. Everything is okay here. We don't need, there's nothing, did not tell us to order anything, so we're going to leave it like this. And then sorting, I don't think there's, okay, sorting has been done already, so we can move ahead. So here is where we're going to be careful. So the question says be in columnar format, right? So you want to make sure that you set it to columnar here, right? So, and we can nest it. Is there any name? So let me see if there's any name for the report. Okay, save the report as Canal report. Okay, so let me just save it right away. I can always change it if I didn't save it, but I just like to twist, do things differently so I can learn each way. Okay, so Canal report. So I'm going to just give the name as Canal report here so that the name will automatically be saved with that, right? So what I'm going to do here is to finish. Okay, so as you can see, this is how our report is going to look like. As you can see, at this detail area, it is actually somehow, everything is kind of scattered. So obviously, so that's why probably the question is telling us that we should be able to, make sure everything is, I think, left aligned or something. So I think okay, show all data left aligned. So we're going to sort that out immediately. So all data should be left aligned. So you want to go back, you want to make sure you select everything, right? But select everything. Okay, so let me just select only the data right here, and then make sure that everything is left aligned. So you want to go to format, you want to make sure that everything is left aligned. Okay, so everything is left aligned. So we can actually go to report design and then go to report view here and see that everything is well arranged. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, so we're able to make sure that everything is left aligned, right? So have a suitable title in a serif font. Serif font, of course, when we talk about serif font, Times New Roman. So we generally, by convention, use Times Roman as the serif font. Obviously, that's not the only serif font, as a matter of fact. Okay, so we can use any title for this. Okay, so I can say Canal Holiday. Let's see, guest ID. So we can just give it, just write about any title. So I'm gonna give it something like Canal Canal Holiday Report, something like that. Okay, so I think just give it any title, okay, and then you'll be fine, right? So I think that's good. Okay, so that's for that. So I've given it have a suitable title in serif font. Okay, so I need to make it to be in serif font. So you want to go to format again. I want to make it to be Times New Roman. So Times New Roman is a perfect serif font. So I'm gonna make it to be Times New Roman. So it's now in Times New Roman. The heading. Okay. Must have, okay, it shows all the left align suitable title. So the title, we've been able to give it a suitable title, okay, which we did. Include the logo you created in A1A, okay, in the top right of the report, okay, top right of the report. So we are meant to have a logo our logo right there. So top right of the report. So I'm just going to keep my cursor on the header right here. So I'm going to I want to be on report design here. You want to go to click on logo here. So I'm going to look for the logo. The logo will be in my data file here. So and this is the logo here. So I'm going to save. I'm going to put that logo right there. Okay. So the logo is in here. So the only thing you just have to do is just to make it a little bigger. Okay. So let me go to my report view and see how the logo looks. Okay. So this is the logo here. It's fair enough. Okay. So I think I like what I'm seeing. The logo is fair enough. So I've been able to apply the logo. So show the record sorted. So we've been able to show only the required fields. Okay, the required fields which we've already done, which is the canal ID. Let's see. So we have the guest ID, the title, the last name, date of birth and holiday date. Okay, the canal ID we use it to just filter the query. So we're good with that. Okay, so show the record sorted to show the earliest holiday booking first. Okay, so which we did. So let's see in our report, let's see whether that took effect. So let me go to report view, and then you see that July 15th is the first. Sorry, 6th July is the first, and then 15th is the second, and then of course August is the third. So it's in that order, right? So let's see. So includes the company name. Okay, so this is done. Shows the record sorted to show the earliest holiday booking first. Okay, so this is done actually. So the next one will be include the company name, Prestige Canal Holidays in the footer. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy this. Let me just copy it. So get down to the footer of my report. So what I'm going to do here, the page footer, I'm going to make sure I be on the page footer. Just drag this page footer down a little bit. So you want to go to label. So you want to put the name here, Prestige Canal Holiday, right? So it's fine here with me. So I'm just gonna like make it a little smaller, take it up a notch, and then let me go to my report view and see how it looks. Okay, so it's placed very well here. Okay, so we're good with that. Okay, it is below at the footer right there. Okay, so we're able to achieve this, right? And then let's see. Save the report as Canal report, which we've done already, right? And then let's see. Take a screenshot of the report in print view. So this is very important. So it has to be in print view. Paste the screenshot into the document evidence, receive evidence. Okay. So take a screenshot of the report in print view. Okay, so we want to get to print view. So what I'm going to do, just go to print preview here, and then you see that report, everything is showing pretty well. So the next thing I want to do, I just want to like make it a little shorter, just something like this, because I need to show that the Prestige Canal Holiday is actually showing, right? So you want to make sure. Let me see if okay, good. Okay, so this is fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screenshot of everything from here. I'm going to take a screenshot from here. Why? Because I want to show that okay, this is a print view, and then take a screenshot of everything around here, and then that's fine. So you want to copy that. You want to get to your evidence. I think this number is to A to C. So I want to get to my evidence. This A to C. So you want to paste it right there. Okay, that should be fine, right? Okay, so the next one will be, let me see. So I think everything is done. So we'll be able to create the report. Okay, let me highlight that. Okay, so the next one will be task A to D, answer the questions in the document evidence. Okay, identify one field in the holiday database that could have used a lookup list. Identify one field in the holiday database that could have used a lookup list. Okay, it will be the title field. Get in the guest table, it will restrict users to input only Mr. and Mrs. and Doctor. Okay, so if we go to the guest table here, let me go to the guest table. You will see that we can add the title here. The title, we can add a lookup list for the title just to give us just Miss, Mr. and Doctor or any other title, right? Okay, so that's for that. So the next one will be explain why a lookup list is used in a database, and I think I also answered that. Um, so just to restrict users to input a particular set of data, something like that. Okay, so we can also add a lookup lists on holiday length. You can check that out too. So for that second one, to reduce errors during data entry, so that's why we use the lookup list, right, from the question right there. Explain why we use it. Okay, so to constrain users to a particular data set, help to restrict users to input data within a range or list. This helps to keep the database free of possible errors. Okay, so that's for that. And then the next one will be state the validation check that will be most appropriate for the postcode field in the guest table. So if you open the guest table here, so let's see where's postcode. So this postcode here, you see that the format check will be proper, okay, because it must contain letters and numbers. Okay, another thing, you can apply a length check to check that the numbers are up to 6 characters, something like that. Okay, so I think that's about it, which I think the answer is here. Okay, format check and length check, any one of them. Okay, but most appropriate to me would be the format check, right? So the next one, which is IV, explain why a primary key is used in a database. Okay, to help to uniquely identify each record so that no duplicate entries can be made. Okay, so a primary key can help identify unique records so that no double entry or duplicate entries will be made, to reduce data redundancy, of course. Okay, so if there's no duplicate value, so data redundancy is reduced. It is also used to link two tables in the case of the foreign and the primary key to create a relationship. Okay, I think that's it for the database. So if you've been able to do all this, you can get yourself 25 marks. Okay, so thank you guys for this one. So in the next video, I'll be looking at presentation. All right, thank you so much. I will see you guys at the next one. Bye.